Very good evening. So in this evening, I am on live in my Apprentice Academy YouTube channel. So let me quickly discuss about the grooming. Today's topic is grooming. So let's quickly let me give you some tips about the grooming. Yes, because sales professionals. So being a sales professional, it is a very much essential aspect and element to get the desired success, to get the desired results in the sales profession. So the grooming is one of the important factor, right? So because it starts from a self grooming, right? So it's not only for professional life, it will also help impact in a personal life also. So if you groom yourself well, dress up well, so then it will give you a professional attire, and it's a lot matter. Grooming is a lot matter, right? So let me quickly discuss and give you some tips about grooming today, right? So it's a crucial aspect of overall presentation, right? It will improve our presentation when we go and interact, when we go and interact with the customers, when we go and present before presentation, present our products and discussing with the customers. It will create some impression in customers mind. That is what I'm talking, right? So the first impression is the best impression. In one word I can say that first impression is a best impression. So you cannot attempt again and again to create that first impression again next time. If you lost your impression in first visit, so you cannot attempt again and again. You can attempt, but you cannot make that perfect impression, right? So that is what the that is how the grooming is important, right? The first impression is the best impression. To create some impression in someone mind, especially in our customer mind, so the first impression is the best impression. For that, you should be well groomed, right? So let me give you some tips about this particular grooming, right? So I'm talking about grooming, right? So it is professional attire. So let's start with the number one point, which is professional attire. So the part of your professional attire, 1 minute, yeah. So part of your professional attire, you are dressing, right? So dress in a professional way, right? With a tailor made, maybe a trouser and pants, and your shirts should be tailor made. It should be fit. It should be not very loose or very tight. It should be fit enough for your height, shoulder length, everything. For shirt, when it comes to your trousers, it should be up to maybe your shoe length. It should not cross your shoes, right? So sometimes it will be crossing your shoe and then it's extending till on the road. So while walking, it will be cleaning, sometimes it will be cleaning on the road. So that should not happen. So take care of your fitting of your clothes. So it should be well fitted, clean and appropriate, right? So it should be clean, means you can wash very frequently, and then at the same time you can press, iron it, right? So this is all about your professional attire, right? So then with this you can reach the expectation of your customer. So what customer is expecting, what customer is expecting out of you know out of you, right? And then let's discuss about groom your hair. So hairstyle should be well groomed. Maybe you can go for a frequent haircut, right? Which it's a basic thing, no need to tell you or explain you, but again I am telling you. So go for regular haircut, maybe as per your frequency, 15 days monthly once, and whenever you go. And it should be short enough, right? So haircut, cut, trim enough, right? It should be suitable to your maybe face. You can go for you can choose a professional haircut. Don't go for hanky panky hair designing and hairstyles, so which will give a negative impression and it doesn't look professional, right? And because hair looks best, because hair look and hairstyle also create an impact, and then it will give you overall your appearance and facial look, right? If you have facial hair, so I'm talking about maybe males. If you have facial hair, so you can trim well. Like I always maintain my facial hair, so I'll always trim with some size as per my style. My beard and mustache should be well trimmed, and it should be in a good shape if you have facial hair. So if you don't maintaining facial hair, then leave it, right? Then personal hygiene. Yes, because personal hygiene, When it comes to hygiene, when I'm talking about hygiene, it is very much essential and important, because I'm especially talking to my pharmaceutical sales colleagues and audience, right? So we go and interact with so many customers day in and day out. We'll be traveling in a traffic and pollution, hot summer, winter, right, rainy season, every time, right? So when it comes to hygiene, it should start with your personal care, right? So you, maybe your oral care, right? So brushing up the teeth, anyway you'll be doing it, I don't need to remind. Maybe you can use because we'll be talking very frequently with each and every customer. Sometime, some kind of smell is coming out from the mouth, so you can use some a mouth freshener, refresheners, right? And then followed by, you can use a very nice and mild fragrance, like, the scent we call it, right? Perfume. You can use it very mild, so don't go for, very odd and hard, the the smelling perfumes and scents, right? So this is about oral hygiene, and then personal hygiene, right? So regular shower that you will be doing it, right? So I no need to explain you again and again, but it is my, I feel it is my duty and responsibility to tell you again. It's oral care, and your bath, regular frequent baths, right? And use the deodorant, which is the deodorant, you must and should use the deodorant or maybe sprays, right? So to cleanliness, it will convey the professionalism, right? And then fragrance, I've already discussed, it should be mild, and don't go for very thick and moderate and severe kind of smell kind of perfumes and all. And then clean your nails. Again, it's the most important, because while we interact with the customers, we always show our hand, maybe using the folder, and like while handling the visual aid, right? So visual aid and then folder, or maybe sometime we'll be handling some input, scientific input, right? Some other literature, print material. So whenever you hand over something to your customer, so then your nails will get exposed, right? So definitely customer will have a some look, some eye on your nails, right? So your nail should be cut enough, the proper size. So don't go for the lengthy nails, and then going for some making some nail paints or some designs and all. So that is like strictly avoided. So try to avoid that and go for a nail cut, must be cleanly and neatly trimmed, right? So it's often because it will be noticed during your handshakes, right? And while hand overing certain things, it is noticed by our customers, right? So that is how your clean nails are very much important. And then again, the most important, the most important and neglected part by many of our colleagues, right? So which is shoe polish. So polish your shoes and footwears in a frequent time, means frequency means once daily, right? So every day morning, so you just the way you brush up your teeth, you brush up your shoes also, right? So once, just use the brush and clean up with the brush, so that it will give you a decent look and clean and neat look. Because always when you interact, so when you go and interact with any customer, so that the first impression start from your top to bottom, they will have a look at you from top to bottom, bottom to top. So then it includes, it start from your haircut, then followed by your the facial hair if you have, then your dress sense, your shirt, trouser, then matching tie, then followed by your belt and shoes, right? So that is how each and every aspect is very much important to create that best impression, to convert each and every sales calls into to develop the relationship and convert into business. So this grooming is very much essential element and essential tool. So that is why I am highlighting each and every the minute point which will make a difference in customer's mind, right? Because it will leave an impression. So I'm talking about polished shoe and polished footwear, right? And then next comes to accessories, right? So well maintained accessories means, right? So whenever you want to use the accessories, maybe your wristwatch, maybe if you have some, if you're using glasses, like I use glasses. This is my specs. Now I just removed, because it is some anti-reflection is coming, so the device is showing in my specs. So this is my professional glasses, right? I do have other set of glass also, so I use, this is my casual, right? So when I'm not in the work, so out of work I'll be use this, and then particularly if I'm working, I'll use my professional. Also similarly, so if you're using maybe wristwatch, right? Maybe nowadays it's a digital, the smartwatches, right? So I always use my smartwatch with a very plain one, and there is no designing and nothing. It's a very simple one. It's a smartwatch, so you can use that with especially I always suggest one thing when it comes to jewelry accessories, where like a wristwatch. If you're using wristwatch, so go for this the leather one, maybe this some plastic kind of material with a plain color, maybe black color and brown color. So that that is ideal. That is ideal. And go with a minimum jewelry. So I don't suggest to have some ornaments, right? Chains, rings, sorry, or try to avoid those kind of chains, rings, and even bracelets also up to some extent, right? So unless until if it is required, so you unless until it is required, then only you use. Otherwise, so go for a simple approach. Try to avoid rings, maybe bracelets and chains and all, and you can minimize your jewelry. So wristwatch is okay, so you can use, right? So you can well maintain. That is what a well maintained uh, accessories, right? So ensure they are in a good condition and complement your outfit. So that is what I mean to say, is that it should be complement to your outfit. Like if you're the strip of this wristwatch band is matching with maybe with your belt, maybe with your shoes. So like if it is a black color, the strip is black color, then your belt also should be black and shoe also should be black, so that it will complement each other. So it will improve your image. It will be a value addition. So that is what it should be in a good condition, with a complement each other, right? So good condition means sometimes we use the belt where the color of the belt is get damaged. Maybe the buckle of the belt is not good condition, so you frequently change that. When it comes to shoes also, sometimes it will be torn, sometimes it will get damaged, but still we used to manage. So don't do that. So whenever it get damaged, try to repair or try to repurchase, and it should be in a complementary way. It should be complement each other. So that's what I'm talking about, majorly on polish shoes, or well maintained accessories, right? And then next comes to grooming is not only your grooming hair, dress up, dress style, and your personal hygiene, or maybe a fragrance, oral care, and not only that. So it will also include into your confidence and bodybuilding. So I'm just talking about confidence and your bodybuilding. And it's bodybuilding means body language, sorry, it's not exactly bodybuilding, right? So it's all about your confidence and your body language, right? So grooming, it also extend to your confidence level, and it also extend to your body language, right? So whenever you interact with a customer, your posture, your gesture, the way you sit, the way you give a shake hand to your customer, right? So maintain, make a eye contact. So right, your eye contact should be very good, right? So eye contact should be very good, and your body language should be in a positive way whenever you interact with your customer, right? And then it is not an end, right? So still the grooming is, the grooming is very actually vast subject. So like in my trainings and coachings, I have more than a 3 hour session for grooming, right? I'm just going to talk here only 15 to 20 minutes. I want to give you some tips, because I cannot do a live session for more than 2 to 3 hours. So I don't want to make you bored and uncomfortable by listening to me for hours together, right? So I'm going to just quickly complete maybe maximum 20 minutes and minimum 15 minutes, right? So I'm just extending one more word into grooming, that attention to detail, right? So when you appear, when like attention to detail, right? Your appearance demonstrate your attention to detail in your work, and it convey your professionalism and reliability, right? So it is not only like starting from your dress up and dressing sense, right? And not only from your hygiene, not only your well maintained jewelry and polishing up your shoe, and managing facial hair, right? Professional attire, but it also part of your the body language and confidence. It will boost your basically confidence and your body language. And when you interact with your customer, you should be in a proper posture, proper gesture. You should sit, stand in a proper manner, right? So it will make a lot of difference in your body language. You should have a proper body language. Your body language should give the signals to your customer in a positive way, right? So do not create and do not have any negative body language signals. Sorry. Then the preparation. So being well prepared for meetings and a presentation is a form of grooming too. Yes, I'm also talking about preparation and prepare well for meetings. So whenever you're going to meet your client or attending the meeting, so your presentation should be proper and perfect, right? It should be very comfortable and convenient for meeting presentations. It's also a form of grooming too. And to know your product service inside and outside, your product knowledge, right? You can anticipate questions from your customer and have a polished pitch ready. So polished pitch means we have a detailing, right? Detailing skills. So we used to have a good detailing, maybe 1 to 2 minutes detailing. Sorry, I'm very sorry. So that is also included into your grooming. So it's all the presentation, preparation of your presentation, because I'm telling that grooming also extended to how you carry yourself and maintain good posture, make eye contact, right, and use confident body language. So that is what I'm telling you about confidence and body language. And then preparation, so being well prepared for meetings presentation is a form of grooming too. Yes, and know your product or service inside out, and then anticipate questions from your customers and have a polished pitch ready. In our pharmaceutical language, it's a detailing, right? So we used to detail to customers within 1 to 2 minutes time. We should be able to detail the crux of the message, right? Not entire thing, right? And then finally I want to add one more thing to this particular today's topic of grooming, which is attention to detail, right? Attention to detail in your appearance. Demonstrate your attention to detail in your work, right? So your attention should be demonstrated while working, while you are interacting with the your customer, because it conveys your professionalism and reliability towards your job, your responsibility, and your interaction with the customer. Yes. So this is what all about I would like to communicate with you all about today's grooming topic. I would like to give you some tips. So I'm sure I've added some value addition to you. If you feel I've added some value addition into your professional journey to improve your professional skills, to improve your productivity, improve your performance, then I'm very much happy, right? So I would just like to summarize once again about this today's grooming, right? It starts from your professional attire, then you're grooming your hair and maintaining your facial hair, right? Personal hygiene and subtle fragrance and clean nails, polished shoes, well maintained accessories, confidence and bodybuilding, preparation, attention to detail. So this is what you should be able to inculcate this good working practices into your grooming. So before you are proceeding for your day-to-day field work. And finally, remember that grooming is not just about looking good. Yes, it is not just about looking good. It's all about feeling confident. It's all about feeling confident and projecting an image of competence, projecting your image of competence and trustworthiness in the world of sales, where the first impression matter greatly. Yes, I'm again and again I'm telling, where in the sales, we are in sales. In the sales, the first impression is greatly matters, and investing time and effort into your grooming routine can make a significant difference in your success. Yes, I'm telling. So you can invest some time, invest some time and put some effort to improve your grooming skills, improve your grooming habits, and make a routine, practice it, and definitely it will be significantly make the difference in your success. That is what I'm going to tell you. And first impression is the best impression, and you cannot create another impression. You cannot attempt again the second try to give a second impression. There is no second impression. There is no second attempt to create first impression, because first impression is always the best impression. So try to create your first impression. Just follow these steps, right? So I'm most happy to looking forward for your learnings. So keep sharing your learnings, right? So go through with this video and keep sharing your take home messages and keep sharing your learnings out of this 20 minutes tips on grooming from my end. So I would like to read your learnings in the comment section. I would love to answer your questions. If you have any question in your mind, you can ask me in the comment section. I would love to read your all your questions, and I would like to answer your question and answers. And then most importantly, keep sharing your learnings. So whatever the take home points, right, take home message, whatever you understood, so let me understood that what you understood and what is your take home message from this particular today's 20 minutes live interaction live session about grooming, especially for sales professions and especially for pharma sales professions, right? So if you are someone who is aspiring to start journey in your pharmaceutical profession, or you are currently working in the pharmaceutical profession as a level 1 executive or maybe a line manager, so you can connect with me where I'm going to teach you more in depth of maybe starting from the basics, right? Starting from your interview preparation, grooming, and then your skill development, your knowledge development. So each and every aspect of this professional journey, I'll be having a hand holding session. I have different sessions to train you, coach you, mentor you, guide you, and equip yourself better, and to improve your skill set, improve your knowledge set. Yes, for executive level ones, and then for managers, I'll be having a different programs. You can connect me. Then let's have a one-to-one discussion. We will have a one-to-one discussion to improve your skills, and I can also improve my skills, right? It is the teaching and learning, improving teaching and learning abilities and improving our skill set, knowledge set. It's all about this professional journey. So basically, so let me introduce myself very quickly. So I'm Suman. I have more than 19 years of with this let me introduce. I have more than 19 years of sales experience in pharmaceutical sales. But my passion is to teach people, train people, coach people, mentor and guide, because in last 18 to 19 years, so I got many things. I have many more learnings from the industry. Industry has given so many things to me. So now it's a time to reciprocate something. I want to give back something to the the upcoming young professionals also are aspiring to be become a medical representative, or the medical representative want to become a first line manager or second line manager. So I want to give a guidance, training, coaching for those people. So I want to give something back to the organization, something back to the industry, especially for pharmaceutical industry, because I'm very much passionate to my passion is to teach and train, teaching and training. So I want to give something back to this my profession, especially pharmaceutical sales industry. If you're someone who is really looking forward to improve your skill set, knowledge set, and would like to have some training, coaching and mentoring, you can connect me from my various social media handles. This is one of my social media handle, which is YouTube Apparenter Academy, and then I have same Apparenter Academy Instagram handle. You can connect me, so we'll have one-to-one discussion where I can you know have some impact to improve your skill set, knowledge set, to improve your professional journey. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. And but let's don't forget to share your learnings, share your experiences, and ask questions in the comment section. And do not forget to subscribe this Apprenter Academy YouTube channel, and then hit bell button to get further notification and further videos. And at last, if you feel this information is useful, so like this video. And then if you want to share, if you would like to share this information to someone with your friends, colleagues, and someone, so who can be who can be use this information to improve their grooming self, definitely. So I request you to share this particular video. Thank you. Bye bye, and see you soon. Catch up in next live session or maybe next video.